thank you very much for joining us on the first session of Rath Katha starting today. It's honor and privilege to speak on the glories of Lord Ramchandra for the pleasure of the Lordships, for the pleasure of the devotees. So we'll do maybe another 2 minutes of Harinam on chanting the names of Lord Ramchandra. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Everybody can chant. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम,
जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम, जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम।
रामचंद्र भगवान की
जय,
सीता राम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की
जय,
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
Okay, so once again welcome everyone. It's my good fortune to sit here and speak on the glories of Lord Ramachandra. So my sincere gratitude to His Grace Jubilee Kishore Prabhuji who asked me to do this Rath Katha series here in the temple. My gratitude to the temple management for making the arrangements, and my gratitude to all of you who have come here to listen to the glories of Lord Ramachandra, to absorb in our consciousness in the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, learning the lessons from the life of Lord Ramachandra, what we can apply in our life, what we can apply in our behavior. So praying at the lotus feet of the Guru Parampara, praying at the lotus feet of the Lordship, so we enter into today's Rath Katha session. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate giri yat kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarine Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Ramam Ramanujam Sitam Bharatam Bharatanujam Sugrivam Vayushunuscha Pranamami Punah Punah. Lokabhiramam Ranarangadhiram Rajivanetram Raghuvanshanatham Karunyat Rupam Karunakarantam Shri Ramachandram Sharanam Prapadye. Udbhava Sthiti Sanghara Karinim Kleshaharinim Sarva Shreyaskarim Sitam Natoham Ramavallabham. Janak Suta Jagjanani Janaki Atishya Priya Karuna Nidhan ki Take Jugapada Kamal Manavahu Jasu Kripa Nirmal Mati Pavahu. सिया राम मैं सब जग जानी करूं प्रणाम जोरी जुग पानी. मनोजवम मारुतुल्य वेगम जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथ मुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये. श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार. वर्णौ रघुवर विमल जश जोदायक फल चार. बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार, बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि, हरहु कलेश विकार। सियावर राम जय जय राम, मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम। रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, सीता राम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय। So as we know, to speak about the glories of Lord Ramachandra, to speak Ram Katha, to hear Ram Katha, we need to receive the mercy of Hanumanji. Without Hanumanji's mercy, it's not possible to enter into Ram Katha. So that's why we sing the glories of Hanumanji. Now, Ram Katha. What is Ram Katha? What is the significance of Ram Katha? How to hear Ram Katha? So for everything there is a proper method. There is a vidhi. How to hear the Katha. So what is Ram Katha? Scriptures define Ram Katha Sundar Kartari. Ram Katha is described as a very beautiful clapping of the hands. Ram Katha Sundar Kartari, Sanshay Vihag Udavanhari. So as when we clap, if you stand in front of a tree and you clap, what will happen? The birds sitting on the tree, they will immediately flee away, right? They will fly away. The same way when we hear the glories of Lord Ramachandra, when we hear Hari Katha, Krishna Katha, what happens? All the doubts in our life, all the sanshay, they go out of our life. We may have so many doubts about the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. Why did Lord Ram, why did Lord Krishna do like this? So all these doubts, they flee away if we sincerely hear the Katha of the Lord. So Ram Katha Sundar Karatari, Sanshay Vihag Udavanhari, Ram Katha Kali Vitap Kuthari. It is also compared to a very strong axe. Axe can cut down the whole tree. The same way, hearing the glories of the Lord can cut down all the anarthas in our heart, can remove all the vices from the heart. We have so many vices hiding in our heart. This Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mad, Matsarya, this pride, envy. All these vices, all these bad qualities, they flee away. All these qualities are destroyed from the root if we sincerely absorb in hearing the glories of the Lord. And above all, actually, Ram Katha is also compared with the stream of Ganges. Ram Katha Mandakini Chitrakuta Chituchar. So as we know, the stream of Ganges can, when somebody take bath in Mother Ganga, what happens? It removes all the sinful reaction. People go to the holy places to take dip in the holy rivers to remove their sinful reaction. So here Ram Katha is also compared to the stream of Ganges. Another stream of Ganges is known as the name of Mandakini. Mandakini is also stream of Ganges. Mother Anasuya, by her austerity, she brought the stream of Ganges into Chitrakoot, that is known as Mandakini. Mandakini ki dhara. So Ram Katha Mandakini Chitrakoot Chitachar. And we should make our heart like the mountain Chitrakoot. Mountain is compared as unshakable, unmovable, achala. So same way our heart should become unshakable. With full determination, we should absorb in hearing the glories of the Lord. So by taking bath in river Ganga, one can remove the sinful reaction. But what happens if somebody takes bath in the stream of Rama Katha? Say if you take shower in your bathroom, under a shower, under a tap, it can purify your body. Right? It can cleanse your body. If you go take bath in a holy river, that can remove the sinful reaction. But if we take bath in the holy stream of Rama Katha, Krishna Katha, it does not only remove the sinful reaction, but it also destroys the tendency to commit those sinful actions. सिर्फ हमारे पाप कर्मों के फल को नष्ट नहीं करती, पाप करने की जो प्रवृत्ति है उसको भी नष्ट करती. when people go to take bath in Ganga, they have to be very careful. Right? On the ghat, there is a strong iron chain. So people hold on to that chain and take bath because the stream of Ganga is so powerful that it can take away the person. The person can just flow in the water and it can drown also. So if somebody drown in the river, that person can die. But if somebody drown in this Ganga of Rath Katha, the person can get delivered from this bhavasagar. One can deliver from this material ocean of miseries. अगर कोई व्यक्ति गंगा में डूब जाए तो वो मर जाएगा, पर अगर कोई राम कथा रूपी गंगा में डूब जाए तो वो व्यक्ति तर जाएगा. Now, who enjoys taking bath in a river? How somebody can relish taking shower, taking bath in the river? Somebody who is a very good swimmer, somebody who knows how to swim in the river. That person can enjoy taking bath in the river. But here in Katha, if somebody is just taking bath in Ram Katha from upper stream, ऊपर से कोई कथा सुन रहा है, he cannot enjoy. Ram Katha somebody can relish only when somebody drowns in Ram Katha, not if somebody is trying to stay on the surface. So we should hear the glories of the Lord by getting absorbed in that Ram Katha. And that Ram Katha, when it emits from the Gomukh of the Vaishnavas. See, Ganga starts from the Gomukh. So Ram Katha starts from the Gomukh of the Vaishnavas while flowing enter into our ear holes, and through that it enters into our heart and it can remove all the anarthas hidden in the heart. So that is the glory of Ram Katha. How we should hear Ram Katha? By getting fully absorbed in that mood. And Ram Katha, many people have spoken Ram Katha. The glories of Lord Ramachandra has been described at many places. Valmiki ji composed Srimad Valmiki Ramayan. There are so many other Ramayan has been composed. Kumbh Ramayan, Anand Ramayan, Adhyatam Ramayan, Ramacharita Manas. And many of the Puranas also talk about the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. Skanda Purana, Padma Purana, Vishnu Purana. There are so many pastimes of Lord Ramachandra described there also. And Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Puran also speaks briefly about the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. In the 9th canto of Bhagavatam, 2 chapters, it speaks about the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra briefly. So many places Lord Ram's Katha has been described. Many people have spoken about the glories of Lord Ramachandra. What is the purpose of our speaking Ram Katha? What is the purpose of our hearing Ram Katha? Are we speaking the Ram Katha to gain some name and fame? Are we speaking or hearing Ram Katha to become famous like that? What is the ultimate purpose of speaking Ram Katha? This Swantah Sukhaya Raghunath Gatha. Just for our own internal happiness, our own internal peace. Swantah Sukhaya. अपने सुख के लिए भगवान की कथा बोल रहे हैं, अपने सुख के लिए भगवान की कथा सुन रहे हैं. What is the other purpose of speaking and hearing Rama Katha? मोरे मन प्रबोध जेहि होए. To correct our own mind, to keep our own mind under control. It's not that we are speaking Rama Katha just to correct others, to give lessons to others. The first thing is to train our own mind. Like many people speak, okay, you preach so much, you speak so much. How many devotees have you made? कितने लोगों को भक्त बना दिया? So it's not about how many people we are making into devotees. It's if we are keeping ourselves in the process. हमारा मन बिगड़ नहीं जाए, हम अपने मन को पकड़ कर रखे, संभाल कर रखे, उसके लिए भगवान की कथा बोल रहे हैं, सुन रहे हैं. तो मोरे मन प्रबोध जही हो. What else is the reason? निज गिरा पावन करी कारण राम जश कहे. अपनी जिह्वा को पवित्र करने के लिए, to purify our own tongue, speaking the glories of Lord Ramachandra. We are speaking the names of Lord Ramachandra, chanting the name of Lord Ramachandra just to purify our own tongue. Because our tongue is so ferocious. The tongue has the tendency to speak. People in this world have so much tendency to do gossip. So rather than doing gossip, speaking about the mundane subject matter, it's better to speak about the glories of Lord Ramachandra. So Nij gira pavan kari karan Ram jash kahyo. Just engaging our tongue in speaking the glories of Lord Ramachandra. So that is the purpose of speaking Ramakatha and hearing Ramakatha. And Ramakatha can be spoken in multiple ways. Everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody here knows about the storyline. Right? Everybody is familiar with the storyline of Ramayan. Dashrath Maharaj got 4 sons by performing a yajna. Then Lord Ramachandra went to the forest for 14 years. His wife was kidnapped. Ravan kidnapped Mother Sita. So Lord Ramachandra prepared an army of Vanaras and he attacked on Lanka. He killed Ravan, brought back Sita, came to Ayodhya and became the king of Ayodhya. So in brief, that's Ramakatha, storyline. So Ramakatha can be spoken in 1 minute, it can be spoken in 10 minutes, or it can be spoken for hours and hours, days and days together. There are 2 methods of speaking Katha. Vyasa Paddhati and Samasa Paddhati. Vyasa Paddhati is when we are speaking the glories of the Lord in an elaboration. Elaborate the glories of the Lord. Get into the details of each pastime of the Lord. Trying to understand the inner messages, trying to extract the sutras from that, what we can apply in our life. So that is Vyasa Paddhati. And there is another called Samasa Paddhati. Samas Paddhati means speaking in very briefly. So when we speak on the Katha, based on the time, how much the time permits, we will try to expand some of the pastimes of the Lord in more detail, and some of the pastime will try to compress, try to go very briefly. So that is the 2 method. And Ramakatha is also like a medicine. We should consider hearing Hari Katha, Ramakatha, Krishna Katha like a medicine. In this world there are many types of medicine. Some medicine are to be swallowed, some medicine are to be injected, some medicines are to be rubbed on the skin. But is there any medicine which is put through ears? So Katha of the Lord is put into our body through the ears. It enters through the ear, enters into our heart and purifies our existence. It removes all the real diseases of the mind and body. Actually, one of the Katha, there are many speakers of Ramakatha. Lord Shiva is speaking Ramakatha. He is continuously speaking Ramakatha. He is speaking to Parvati Devi. He is speaking in the assembly of sages. Tagbhushandi ji, he is speaking Ramakatha. Like Garuda ji was sent to hear Ramakatha from Tagbhushandi. And in that Katha, actually, Garuda ji asked once some question. What is the real disease? Sometimes we think when we hear the word disease means disease of the body. Right? Or किसी को cancer है, किसी को TB है, किसी को diabetes है. So all these different type of diseases are there. But Garuda is not asking about that bodily disease. He is asking about the disease of our consciousness. The disease of envy, disease of pride, disease of being illusioned. So by hearing Harikatha, one can realize what is our real disease and we can try to overcome that disease. So we should hear Ramakatha like a medicine to cure our real disease. Now, who is the actual speaker of Ramayan? रामायण के जो मुख्य वक्ता हैं वो कौन है? See, in the current time and place, in the modern time, Tulsidas ji is considered as the Kavi of Ramayan. Valmiki ji is Adi Kavi. And Shankar ji is Anadi Kavi of Ramayan. So Tulsidas ji is Kavi, Valmiki ji is Adi Kavi, and Shankar ji is Anadi Kavi. So Valmiki ji composed Ramayan. And what time did Valmiki ji compose Ramayan? So we'll come to that point also. So Valmiki ji composed Ramayan in Sanskrit. There are 24,000 shlokas in Ramayan. Srimad Bhagavad Puran has 18,000 shlokas. And Ramayan has 24,000 shlokas. Actually, it's not exact 24, it's 24,000 few hundred shlokas. But just to round up, we say 24,000 shlokas. So there are 7 Kand: Bal Kand, Ayodhya Kand, Aranya Kand, Kishkinda Kand, Yuddha Kand, or before Yuddha Kand, Sundar Kand, then Yuddha Kand, or sometimes also called as Lanka Kand, and then Uttar Kand. So there are 7 Kand, 24,000 shlokas, where Valmiki ji has composed the whole description of Lord Ramachandra. But Tulsidas ji, he composed Ramacharitmanas, and he composed in Abdi language. And nowadays, if you see, especially in North India, Ramacharitmanas is more famous. Right? People generally recite Ramacharitmanas, they sing Ramacharitmanas. There is a 24-hour part of Ramacharitmanas. Why did Ramacharitmanas became so popular? Because Tulsidas ji took Ramakatha to every town and village. He made Ramakatha accessible to every villager also. He composed Ramakatha in the local dialect, in the local language, Avdi language. So the people in the villages who are not materially educated, still they also learn Ramacharitmanas and they sing Ramacharitmanas, chant the name of Lord Ramachandra. Materially point of view, they may be illiterate. But from spiritual point of view, they are much more elevated actually. So Tulsidas ji composed Ramacharitmanas and he composed in Abdi language. But is that a offense to Dev Bhasha, Dev language? Because the actual language is considered as Sanskrit. Sanskrit is considered as Dev Bhasha. So it's not an offense to the language, it's just to make that language accessible to everybody. Suppose you want to climb up the staircase to go up, and you are not capable to climb up. You want to go and meet somebody who is on the upstairs, right, standing there. But you are not capable to go upstairs. So what will you say? You will request to that person, I cannot come up, please you come down. So Tulsidas ji made Ramayan accessible to everybody by converting it into the local language. So Ramayan, Valmiki Ramayan is in Dev Bhasha, but Ramacharitmanas is in Mahadev Bhasha. Because actual composer is actually Shankarji. So Tulsidas say, I am not the writer of Ramacharitmanas, I am just the distributor, I am the publisher. I am not the composer, I am the publisher. Mahadev, he composed this Ramayana. Rachi Mahesh Nij Manas Rakha, Avadapuri Jah Charit Prakasha. So I just published that. Right? Generally we say one person is the writer and there is somebody editor and somebody is the publisher of the book. So Mahadev is actually the writer and Tulsidas is I am just the distributor, I am the publisher only. Nothing to my credit. So Sanskrit Bhasha is compared like a coconut. Coconut is very strong, it's very difficult to break up the coconut and to bring out the inner, that giri, coconut giri. But if somebody breaks that coconut and make that giri accessible to everybody, distribute that giri to everybody. So same way, Sanskrit Bhasha, the Valmiki Ramayana is like the coconut and Tulsidas ji made it accessible to everybody. Sanskrit Bhasha Nariyal Podat mein kathinai, Giri pod tulsi dhari, jo chahe so khai. So he made it accessible to everybody. So now, even though our main focus here is to speak on Valmiki Ramayana, why I am speaking little bit about Ramacharitmanas, I am doing little glorification of Tulsidas ji because he has a big role in making this Ramayana accessible to everybody, to every town and village. And we want to speak on Valmiki Ramayana, but to just as a decoration, putting Tulsi on that. When you offer bhoga to the Lord, Lord also does not accept bhoga without Tulsi. So just as a little glorification. So Valmiki ji composed Ramayana. And when did Valmiki ji compose Ramayana? Some people say Valmiki ji composed Ramayana before even Lord Ramachandra happened. Before even Lord Ramachandra appeared. Is that true? At what point of time Valmiki ji composed Ramayana? Is it before Lord Ramachandra's appearance? After Lord Ramachandra's disappearance? Or when Lord Ramachandra was present personally here? So actually Valmiki ji composed when Lord Ramachandra was personally present here. Many of the leelas of Lord Ramachandra has already happened. Because in the beginning of Valmiki Ramayana, in the first chapter, The first four shlokas, it describes Valmiki is asking question to Narad Muni. He is asking about a person who possesses all these wonderful qualities. Please tell me about somebody who possesses all these qualities. Kon vasmin sampratam loke gunvan kascha viryavan charitravan kascha. Who is that person who is possessing all these qualities? So it's a present tense. Kon vasmin sampratam loke. Who is present right now? Who is possessing all these qualities? So Valmiki ji composed Ramayana when Lord Ramachandra was personally present. And specifically, when did he compose Ramayana? At what phase of Lord Ramachandra's life duration? So in Valmiki Ramayana it mentions Prapat Rajasya Ramasya Valmikir Bhagavan Rishi Chakara Charitam Krishnam Vachitra Padamarthavat. So Ramasya, Prapat Rajasya Ramasya, when Lord Ramachandra had come back from the exile after 14 years, he has become the king of Ayodhya. Lord Ramachandra's Rajyabhishek has been done. After that, even Sita has been sent to the forest. At that time, Valmiki ji composed Ramayana. Prapat Rajasya Ramasya. Because many people have that misunderstanding, misconception that Valmiki ji composed Ramayana before even Lord Ramachandra happened. Valmiki ji people think composed Ramayana before Lord Ramachandra's appearance. We should understand, actually our Sanskriti is not about mysticism. It's not to show some magic. Our Sanskriti is to make us intelligent. ये संस्कृति कुछ जादू दिखाने के लिए नहीं है, कुछ मिस्टिसिज्म दिखाने के लिए नहीं है, ये बुद्धिमान बनाने के लिए. All our scripture, they do not talk about mysticism. It's to give intelligence, to reveal the truth to us. When Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, right? When Arjuna was in this confusion, he was in dilemma, should I fight, should I not fight? At that time, Krishna did not tell Arjuna, okay, you relax, you sit down on the chariot and let me do a magic and I will destroy everybody, you just wait and watch. Krishna could have done that. But Lord Krishna did not show any magic that time. But what does Lord Krishna says? Dadhami buddhi yogam tam. I will give you the intelligence. So he made Arjuna intelligent. So our scripture do not show any mysticism, any magic. They give the real knowledge for us to realize the truth. So Valmiki ji composed Ramayana, and Ramayana is considered as the essence of all the Vedas. Ramayana Mahakavyam Sarva Vedeshu Sammatam. Valmiki Ramayana is considered as per the essence of all the Vedas. See, actually, we will discuss as we move forward, we will discuss how Valmiki ji really composed Ramayana. What inspired him to compose Ramayana? Who gave him the content of Ramayana? And Valmiki will say that I am composing not the glories of Ramachandra, actually I am composing the glories of Sita Devi. So Ramayana is as per the essence of all the Vedas. And the word Ramayana, a very beautiful word. And when we say this, the whole word, Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. What is the meaning of word Ramayana? So based on how we do the Sandhi Ched, it can derive a different meaning. Actually, once a disciple, he wanted to go meet his guru. This disciple has been away from the guru for so many years. It's 20 years has passed and he has not met his guru. He is so busy with his family affairs. And all his life he has spent so much time taking care of the family, taking care of his occupation, taking care of the house, taking care of all these social circle, friends and relatives. He has spent so much time and now all his life has been passed and he is in so much of confusion and dilemma. What did I gain in this life? So he was completely distressed by so many of the miseries of life. We say three types of miseries. Adi Daivik Klesh, Adi Bhautik Klesh, Adi Atmik Klesh. The miseries caused by our body and mind, miseries caused by other living entities, miseries caused by the higher nature. So उसको भी देहिक, देविक, भौतिक, आर्थिक, सामाजिक सब तरह की समस्याएं थी. He was filled with all type of misery. And he wanted to go speak to his Guru, reveal his heart to him, inquire from him, get some guidance from him. So as he was going, he had so many thoughts in his mind. This is, I'm going to explain to my Guru. I will spend few hours, sit with my Guru and speak my vyatha. I will explain my situation. As he arrived at the ashram of his Guru was just getting ready to go out for some program, to meet somebody. And he was also in a hurry. And this disciple had made so many expectations. This is how I'm going to spend time with Guru. But the Guru was so busy, he was going out. And he wanted to speak something. Guru saw his disciple coming. He wanted to say something. He told his disciple, I'm very busy. Just explain in one word, in one sentence, what is your problem? What do you want to ask? At that time, what did the Guru say? What did the disciple say? Ramadhan ayan. Gurudev, मेरे हृदय को माया ने अपना घर बना लिया है. The Maya has made my heart into her residence. My heart has become the residence of Maya. See, if we do the Sandhi Chhed of Ramayan, Ramadhan ayan yasya, जिसका घर माया, जिसका हृदय माया का घर है. That is one meaning. One can extract that meaning. Ramadhan ayan. So this disciple said, Guruji, my heart has become the residence of Maya. Just one sentence he explained all his vyatha. The Guru is known not by his qualities. The Guru is known by seeing the disciple. How capable the disciples are, by that we can measure the Guru. And we should not approach the Guru to make him as our kind of बैसाखी, जिसको बोलते हैं ना कि गुरु को अपनी बैसाखी नहीं बनाना. That my leg is broken, I am using Guru as my, what do you call बैसाखी? The clutches. So don't make Guru into your clutches. Make Guru. Guru does not fix the leg. He gives you new leg. Guru does not show you the lamp. Guru makes you the lamp. I have one very beautiful sutra actually from Buddha. Buddha during his last time, he called everybody, all his disciples, all his followers, everybody assembled. Buddha is going to speak something wonderfully. He is going to give some real essence. And during his last words, what did Buddha say? Apadipo bhava. Become the lamp. Guru does not show you the lamp. Guru makes you the lamp. Guru does not fix your eyes. Guru gives you the eyes. He opens your eyes. Our eyes are closed by the darkness, the ignorance, and Guru opens up those eyes. So this disciple approached the Guru and Guru said, just explain in one sentence. He said, Gurudev, my heart has become the residence of Maya. Just in one sentence he explained. It's not the matter of how much time you spend with Guru, but are you able to understand the mood of the Guru? And what is the art of asking question? People go to Guru, and many people approach sadhus. What do they ask? Please bless me. I get promotion in my job. Please bless me. I get a new house. Please bless me. I get a son. So people go to Guru and what they ask? They ask for the material things. Is that the purpose of going to a Guru? Because we don't know how to ask question. What to ask from the Guru actually? See, if we really know how to ask the question, we can attain Krishna. We can attain Lord Ramachandra. Krishna asked the question to Arjuna. Arjuna asked the question to Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. That's why the whole Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Because Arjuna's question was powerful. Arjuna's inquiry was powerful. His surrender was powerful. Arjuna is not looking for material gain. He is not looking for some material kingdom. What does Arjuna tell Krishna? Na kankshe vijayam Krishna, na cha rajyam sukhani cha. I am not looking for victory. I am not looking for kingdom. I am looking for what is my real duty. Please instruct me what is real duty, what is good for me. So inquiring from the Guru, please tell me what is my real duty, what should I do? That is the real inquiry. Because the Vedanta Sutra, the first sutra is Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Therefore you should inquire. And we don't know how to inquire. So this disciple, what was his situation? He was completely disturbed by all the different circumstances. He was thinking, I have spent all my life taking care of the family, taking care of my social circle, taking care of this body, but at the end, nothing stays with us. Everybody can relate to that. We spend so much time taking care of the family and taking care of our society, our friends, our relatives. सबको प्रसन्न करने की कोशिश करते हैं. We try to make everybody happy. You try to make one person happy, another person become upset. मम्मी को मनाया तो बीबी रूठ गई, बीबी को मनाया तो मां रूठ गई. Happens. So we spend so much time taking care of everybody, but ultimately we are not able to please anybody. We try to satisfy our social circle. You take gift to somebody, externally they will say, oh, thank you very much, you brought gift for us, you thought of us, you remembered us, but inside they will be thinking, oh, you are trying to show off to us how opulent you are, how much wealth you have. Bahar se, from externally they may say, may you prosper more, but internally they will be thinking, I will be happy when you lose everything. मजा तो तब आए जब तुम्हारे पास कुछ ना रहे. So people have so much of, externally they show something, but internally they are hiding something else. We try to take care of everybody, but at the end, everything slips out of our hand. We try to take care of this body. We feed the body the nice food, put the nice creams on the body, put the nice perfumes on the body, but at the end, what happens? This body gives up. The knees don't work, the eyesight starts to fade away, the ears are failing, you cannot hear properly. So this body also does not stay with us forever. We try to take care of everything, but ultimately nothing stays with us. It's like you have that kapoor, right? You call karpoor. So if you keep the kapoor in a bowl and keep it in open, you go away for some time, after a few hours you come back, the kapoor has evaporated. And you ask somebody, oh, I had kept kapoor here, who stole this? Nobody stole this, it just evaporated. And all that happens with all our different things, our family, our social circle, our own body. Nothing stays with us. Everything just goes out of our hands. So this person finally approached, I have been stressed out, I have been under anxiety because of all these things. देहिक, देविक, भौतिक, आध्यात्मिक, आर्थिक, सब तरह के कलेश हैं. He approached the Guru. And what did the Guru tell? Guru looked at the situation of the disciple. He saw that my disciple is completely taken over by Maya. He is completely absorbed in the materialistic life. Guru said one word. Ramayan. Ramadhan Ayan. Your heart has become the residence of Maya. Make your heart as the residence of Lord Ramachandra. Bring Lord Ramachandra into your heart. When we bring Lord Ramachandra into our heart, this Maya will go away. Automatically the Maya will be driven out. We just need to bring Lord Ramachandra into our heart. So the Guru said, Ramayan. Make your heart as the residence of Lord Ramachandra. Once one person, as he was returning to his home, just before entering the house, he saw one snake entering into the house. He saw the snake entering into the house and he went inside the house, searched the whole house, all the rooms, every nook and corner of the house, but he could not find that snake. He is under so much anxiety now. He saw the snake entering, but he could not find the snake now. Just imagine, if you see a snake entering into your home, and now you are not able to find the snake, what will happen? Your whole thought, your whole consciousness is absorbed on the snake only. Oh, where is the snake? Sote, jagte, utte, batte, you will be seeing the snake. So this person is always just thinking of snake only. While eating food, he is sitting on his dining table, eating. While eating, his son's leg touched the feet and he is, snake aa gaya. And maybe the snake touched me. While sleeping on the bed, he is just thinking of snake. What if the snake comes and climb up onto my bed and bite me? At midnight, he has to go to the restroom. While getting up from the bed, he is not able to put his feet on the floor. What if the snake is sitting on my shoes only? What if snake bite? As he go into the restroom, he is very scared. If I open the door, what if the snake is standing there, right there? While taking shower, he is not able to put the soap on his face. I don't want to close my eyes. What if the snake comes? So in all situations now, he is thinking of snake only. If he goes to work, he is thinking, he is worrying about his family member. What if the snake comes out and bite my son, bite my wife? What will happen to them? So he is always just thinking of snake, snake, snake. 2-3 days pass by and he is not able to rest peacefully. His neighbors, some of his friends saw his situation. They thought we should help him. So one of the friends, he called one snake charmer. Ek ne sapere ko bulaya. So the snake charmer came and asked the person, tell me, how long was the snake? What was the color of the snake? He said, oh, maybe 6 feet tall. He was black color. Okay, so I will find that snake and bring him out. So the snake charmer kept everybody outside the house. He went inside. 15 minutes, he caught the snake by the mouth and he brought him out. And the owner of the house, that person, became very peaceful. Oh, finally the snake is caught. Snake is out of the house. And the person who has called the snake charmer, as the snake charmer was leaving, he went behind and asked the snake charmer, hey, hold on, wait a minute. We tried so much, we tried for day and night, 3 days, and we could not find the snake. You found that snake so easily. How did you find the snake? From where did you find the snake? Oh, it's my secret. I don't reveal my secret to anybody. No, please tell me, how did you find the snake? Your secret is hidden in my heart. I will not tell to anybody. So how did you find it? He said, actually, I took the snake with me inside. In my bag, I kept the snake and took it inside. और उसी को पकड़कर मुंह से मैं बाहर ले आया and just caught hold of that snake from the mouth and brought it out and showed. Is that the snake? Is that person really recognizes if that is the really snake or some other snake? It's black color, this much tall. Did he measure with the measuring tape? So I just hold on to my snake and brought it out. So I did not remove the snake from his house. I removed the snake from his mind. Because the snake was now sitting in his mind. I just removed the snake from his mind. Now he will be able to rest peacefully. That snake is out. Because once the snake has entered, will he stay at one place? From somewhere he may have left. But it was hidden in his mind now. So same way, Maya has made residence into our heart. We are always thinking about all these different worldly situations. Family, house, work, profession, our social things, our relatives, how to take care of everything, and we just spend all our life like that. We invite so many people. Hundreds and thousands of people got the invitation, please come to the Katha. How many people came? Everybody has some or other reason. We are too busy. Kids classes. Oh, we have to go to Garba. We have to go to Dandiya. This is going on. That is going on. People have so many reasons. They are absorbed in all these different things and they don't have time for the Lord. And this is how all our life passes by. And if somebody is fortunate enough, he is able to realize, I am wasting my life. My meaningful life I am just wasting and I need to fulfill the purpose of my life. And then they approach the association of devotees. Then they come in the association of devotees, they engage in the process of Shravanam Kirtanam. So Guru said, make your heart as a residence of Lord Ramachandra. Ramayan. Ramadhan Ayan. We need to bring Lord Ramachandra, the beautiful snake charmer, in our heart, who can remove the snake like Maya from our heart. So one meaning of Ramayan is the residence of Lord Ramachandra. Another meaning of Ramayan is the journey of Lord Ramachandra. Ayan means to walk. So walking of Lord Ramachandra. Lord Ramachandra traveled so much. First Lord Ramachandra went to the ashram of his Guru, Vashishta Muni, to get education. Guru Graha Gaye Padan Raghurai. So he went to the ashram of his Guru to study. Then he came back, then Vishwamitraji came. Vishwamitraji came to take Lord Ramachandra with him to the forest to protect his yajna. So Lord Ramachandra traveled to the forest, protected the yajna of Vishwamitra. Then the invitation came from Mithila. Janak Maharaj invited Vishwamitraji to come to Mithila for Dhanur Yajna, and Vishwamitra told Ramachandra, you also come. You please also come. You protected my yajna, now protect the yajna of Janakji also. He is trying to do this yajna for so long, he is not successful, so you please come. So Lord Ramachandra travelled to Janakpuri, Mithila, and from there Lord Ramachandra came back to Ayodhya, and then he was sent to exile for 14 years. Lord Ramachandra travelled to the forest, to Dandakvan, Dandakaranya. He met so many sages. From Chitrakoot he went to Panchavati, where he stayed for a few years, from where Mother Sita was kidnapped, and Lord Ramachandra again travelled through many places, came to Pampa Sarovar, came to Kishkinda, and then from there they travelled to the banks of the ocean. And from there Lord Ramachandra travelled to Lanka, and back from Lanka to Ayodhya. So the travel of Lord Ramachandra. And in that journey, what kind of activities Lord Ramachandra performed and what we can learn from that. See, each pastime of Ramayana, we should try to extract the sutras, to implement, to apply in our life. What we can apply in our real behavior. It's not about just hearing katha and thinking about it, putting it in your mind. Ultimately, we need to put it into our svabhava, in our behavior. That is the real purpose of hearing katha. So another meaning of Ramayana is travel, the journey of Lord Ramachandra. Ramayan. You see, there are 4 tattva in Ramayana. Ramayana. What is the meaning? What is the tattva from Ra? From Ra comes Ram. So the first tattva is Lord Ramachandra. In Ramayana, every page you open, the beginning, the ending, the middle, everywhere it's Lord Ramachandra. So it establishes Lord Ramachandra. Rama, the first tattva is Ma. From Ma comes mother. There is a description of so many mothers in Ramayana. Mother Koshalya, Mother Kekai, Mother Sumitra, Mother Ahilya, Mother Tara, Mother Shabari, Mother Mandodari, and the topmost among them, Mother Sita. So from Ma, another tattva is Mother, Mata Sita. So Ramayana is about actually Mother Sita. Valmiki ji writes in Ramayana that I am composing this Ramayana. What is the ultimate essence of this Ramayana? What I am really composing is Kavyam Ramayanam Krishnam Sitayas Charitam Mahat. I am composing this Ramayana. Actually here I am establishing the charitra of Sita Devi. Kavyam Ramayanam Krishnam Sitayas Charitam Mahat. So Tulsidas ji composed Ramacharita Manas. Valmiki ji composed Sita Charita Manas. So the second tattva is mother Sita. So many sacrifices have been performed by all the mothers. Mother Kaushalya, Mother Sumitra, they performed so many sacrifices. Kitna unka tyag hai. Mata Sita, so much sacrifices she performed. And the character which Lord Ramachandra came up with, right? The character of Lord Ramachandra is decorated by the sacrifice of all these mothers. भगवान रामचंद्र का जो चरित्र उभर कर आ सका वो माता सीता के त्याग से, उनकी वजह से रामचंद्र जी का वो चरित्र बन सका. The third tattva of Ramayan, Ya. From Ya is Yajna. In Ramayan there is description of so many yajnas. Lord Ramachandra appeared by the yajna, by the performance of Putra Kameshti yajna. Dashrath Maharaj performed the yajna. Sita ji appeared by performance of yajna. Janak Maharaj performed the yajna, and as a ceremony of that yajna he was plowing the land. And when the front tip of the plow hit the earth, the pot inside the earth, from there Mother Sita came out. So Lord Ramachandra came from yajna, Mother Sita appeared from yajna. Lord Ramachandra protected the yajna. He went to protect the yajna of Vishwamitra. And Lord Ramachandra himself performed many yajnas. And Lord Ramachandra actually destroyed some yajna also. Right? They destroyed the yajna of Meghanath. So the third tattva of Ramayana, Ya, refers to yajna. And actually it describes our whole Sanskriti, the whole Vedic Sanskriti. There are two aspects in our Vedic Sanskriti which are very important. Rishi Sanskriti and Krishi Sanskriti. The Sanskriti of performing the yajnas and the Sanskriti of agriculture. Lord Ramachandra came from the Sanskriti, Rishi Sanskriti. The Rishis performed the yajnas from where Lord Ramachandra came. And Sita Devi appeared from Krishi Sanskriti, because it represents that agriculture, plowing of the land from where Sita Devi came. So both represents Rishi Sanskriti and Krishi Sanskriti. These are the two very important aspects of our Sanskriti. So Ra, Ma, Ya, the fourth tattva of Ramayana is Na. And Na comes from Ravana. Don't behave like Ravana. Don't follow the character of Ravana. Ravana jaisa nahi banna. Because what was the character of Ravana? Ravana had so much opulence. He had the city of gold, Sone ki Lanka. He had so much strength. He had so much power. He had so much of big army. Even though having all those things, ultimately Ravana was completely destroyed. His whole Lanka was destroyed. Because why? Because of the charitra, the character of Ravana. What was his character? Stole from somebody, snatched from somebody, kidnapped somebody, killed somebody. किसी से छीन लिया, किसी को मार दिया, किसी को उठा लिया, अपहरण कर लिया. That was whole his Sanskriti, his culture. So if somebody behaves like Ravana, ultimately he will be destroyed. He will meet his end. No matter how much opulence, how much beauty, how much physical strength, all these things does not matter. What is the ultimate thing? What matters is one's character. Charitrena chako yukta. Valmiki ji is asking this question. Who is one who is endowed with the good character? Nobody here these days talk about character. Right? When the wedding ceremony happened, nobody look for character these days actually. The girl family side is looking for damadi. The boy side is looking for chamadi. How beautiful the girl is, and the girl side is looking if the boy is well settled. He is earning lot of money. So आजकल खेल सारा क्या है? चमड़ी और दमड़ी का खेल है. Nobody is look for character. So चारित्रेण चको युक्त. रावण का चरित्र क्या था? Sita ji actually says at one place, when all the demonesses are torturing Sita, Trijata comes there and Sita Devi is telling Trijata. Externally, Ravan, his picture may be good. Uska chitra अच्छा हो सकता है. He can assume a very beautiful form also. He has lot of opulence. He has lot of followers. उसका चित्र अच्छा है पर उसका चरित्र अच्छा नहीं है। So रावण जैसा व्यवहार नहीं करना। So these are the four तत्व in रामायण। र से लॉर्ड रामचंद्र, म से मदर सीता, य से यज्ञ एंड न से रावण जैसा नहीं बनना। So we spoke about how to hear Ramayana, or what is the Ramayana Mahatmya, what can Ramayana give us? Removing all the doubts, removing all the anarthas from the heart. And many people have composed Ramayana. Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta, Kahahi Sunahi Bahu Vidhi Sabasanta. Ramachandra ke charit suhai, Kalp koti lagi jahe na gaye. If somebody keeps speaking about the glories of Lord Ramachandra for millions of kalpa also, still it will not exhaust. So Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. So as I said, many people have composed Ramayana, Valmiki, Ramayan, Ramacharita and all that, and there are certain subtle differences in that. If somebody, Valmiki ji has composed Ramayana, he elaborated some of the pastimes, and some of the things he mentioned very briefly. Like the pastime of Guha, the coward who helps cross Lord Ramachandra, Lakshman, Sita across the Ganges to go to the forest. Valmiki ji just touched upon that. He in a couple of shlokas mentioned that Guha took them across Ganges. And Tulsidas ji, he elaborated. उन्होंने गुहा के चरित्र को कितना निखारा है. He described that pastime with so much love and emotion, so much bhakti bhav. Valmiki ji just touched upon the character of Shabari. That Lord Ramachandra finally went to the ashram of Shabari. She gave the kandamul, the fruits to Lord Ramachandra. So Valmiki ji mentioned very briefly. And Tulsidas ji, उन्होंने शबरी के चरित्र को भी कितना निखारा. He explained that whole charitra, Shabari character, with so much bhav and bhakti. And on the other side, Tulsidas ji mentioned so many things very briefly, and Valmiki ji elaborated on that. So there are certain subtle differences, and sometimes there are differences in the pastime of the Lord. And how to understand that? We should understand that by kalpa bhed. Because Lord Ramachandra appeared in many kalpa, yuga after yuga, and he performs his leela, and sometimes there is a little variation. So if some difference is mentioned, it's not that somebody has written it wrong or something, it's because of kalpa bhed. And Ramayan, it's also अनंत. बहुत सारे लोगों ने रामायण को कहा है, लिखा है, बोला है. We will be focusing mainly on one aspect of Rama Katha. We are going to follow primarily Valmiki Ramayan with little, maybe taking some portions from other different Ramayan, from other different Puranas. But primarily हम उतना ही आचमन लेके चल रहे हैं जितना वाल्मीकि जी ने अपने कमंडलू में भर लिया. So we'll be speaking only that much only, because I don't know for how many weeks we'll be continuing this Ramakatha and how much we'll be able to speak. Only Lord Ramachandra knows how much he inspires us to speak. Katha Ramayanasya api nitya bhavati yadgrahe tad graham tirtha rupam hi tushtanam papanashanam. That is the glory, the mahatmya of Ramayana. Katha Ramayanasya api nitya bhavati jadgrahe. Whichever house, whichever place Ramayan Katha has been spoken, that place becomes like a holy place. That place becomes like a place of pilgrimage. Dushtanam papanashanam. It destroys all the ill influences. It destroys all the bad influences from our life, from that place also. So Ramayan can be spoken, can be heard, can be read at any time, at any situation, at any place. And that place will become purified, the person will become purified. But still, there are certain times where hearing Ramayana is even more important, even more glorious. And in Ramayana Mahatmya from Skanda Puran, it describes at what times hearing Ramayana is more important. Chaitre maghe kartike cha sita pakshe cha vachaye Navahasu mahapunyam shrotavya cha prayanaha shrotavya cha prayatnat. So why one should hear that with full endeavor. And what times? Chaitre, Maghe, Kartike cha, Site Pakshe cha Vache. These 3 months are described specifically. The Chaitra Mas, Magh Mas and Kartik Mas. In these 3 months, and that also in Shukla Paksha, if somebody hears this Ramayan, and that too in the 9 days. Now the Navratras are going on. So in Ramayan Mahatma it describes that in Chaitra Mas, in Magh Mas and Kartik Mas, when this Navratras come actually before Kartik month, during that time hearing Ramayan is even more important, even more glorious. So just now we said hearing Ramayan at any time is glorious. Katha Ramayanasyapi nitya bhavati yavigrahe. Any time one can hear, but then why so much consideration on these particular times? It's like one can do charity at any time, but doing charity on Akshay Tritiya is more glorious. Right? So same way one can hear Ramayan at any time, but hearing during these times is even more glorious. One can derive, one can get even much more benefit out of that. One can chant the holy name at any time, but chanting the holy name in Brahma Muhurat is more important. One can chant the holy name at any place, but chanting in the holy dham gives much more result. So same way, no matter when and where you hear Ramayana, it's always glorious. But hearing specifically during these times is even more glorious. That's why people do Ramayana part. The 9-day Rama Katha is that process is there. There is a reason, there is a science behind that. It's mentioned in the scriptures. And hearing Katha, when the Katha is happening, that's more important than hearing later on. Right? One can see, oh, I cannot come to the program. I will hear the recording later. I hear this very normally. प्रभु जी, हम लोग नहीं आ सकते. बाद में recording भेज देना, हम बाद में सुनेंगे. We'll hear it later. So yes, you can hear it later, but when it is being spoken, hearing that time gives much more result. How? It's like the seasonal fruit. You eat the seasonal fruit, it has more nutritional value. And you eat the food from cold storage, will have that same nutritional value. The same way when the katha is going on, when the lecture is going on, hearing that time, one can feel that spiritual vibration. One can absorb in that. Hearing in the association of devotee, one derive more result. Yes, you can hear later also. You will get the result. You will derive some result. But it is not as powerful as hearing at the present time. And hearing virtually versus hearing in person is also same thing. One can hear virtually, but hearing in person gives better result. Again, same logic. When hearing in person, one can absorb in that spiritual mood, that spiritual emotions of the speaker. One can feel that energy, but virtually you may not feel that energy. Because virtually what is happening? One may be doing 100 different other things also. Multitasking. You are cooking also, you are cleaning, you are eating, you are doing some other 10 things and you are trying to listen also. It does not give that same result. Yes, at least something is better than nothing. So if you cannot come here, at least hear virtually. You cannot hear now, at least hear later recording. That's fine. Bhagte chor ki langoti sahi. So hearing Rama Katha during these times, specifically in the Navratris, now we know Navratras are going on. Right? And people have so many things to do in Navratras. So we are busy in playing Dandiya and playing Garba. So we cannot come to the Katha. The actual purpose of Navratra, what is the actual purpose of Navratra? What is the significance of Navratra? So yes, people do fasting in Navratra. That is also important. There is also science behind that. So Navratra come 2 times in a year. Once around March, April time, and then around the September, October time. And people do fasting in that time. And the science behind that is there is a control and intake of food. What we consume during these 9 days, to control your food intake. Because the season is changing, the weather is changing, and we need to prepare our immune system for the changing weather. So these Navaratras give us the opportunity to control our intake of food, to prepare our immune system for the coming of weather. That is the science behind that. Yes, controlling your food intake, doing the vrata. But we should not limit up to that point, that oh, I am just controlling my food intake, I will not eat whole day and शाम को दबा के खाऊंगा मैं. See, in Western culture, the influence of food is understood on the body. Right? What we eat, it influences our body. Your health depends on the food you eat. That's why they have so many consideration of eating, oh, you should eat this much calories, this much protein, this much carbs and all that. Because they have understood the food influence only on the body. But in our Vedic culture, in Vedic Sabhyata, it is not limited up to the body. It has much deeper influence. In our culture, when we say aap, when we address somebody, we are not addressing the person, just the body. You are addressing the body, the mind, the intellect, and the person, the spirit, soul. So we are referring to these 4 different identities. Because we are not just this body. You are not your mind. You are not your intelligence. You are the spirit, soul. So Vedic culture, it takes care of these 4 aspects. In Western culture, they try to take care of this body so much. Right? For the facility of the body, for the comfort of the body, we have invented so many things to give the comfort to the body. So many instruments have been manufactured, washing machine and dishwasher and dryer and whatnot, so that we can give comfort to the body. And the second thing they try to do is to titillate this mind. मन के लिए भी थोड़ा प्रबंध किया है, for the enjoyment of the mind. So Western culture is focusing only to give pleasure to the body and give pleasure to the mind. That's all. मन के रमन के लिए क्या किया है, मन के रंजन के लिए क्या किया है, what all we have created for the entertainment of the mind. This whole social networking, the Facebook and the Twitter and the WhatsApp and YouTube and whatnot, all that is for what? For the entertainment of the mind, for man ke ranjan ke liye. We call it manoranjan, right? So here the whole concept is just to take care of the body and mind. Nobody is going beyond that. But in Vedic culture, it goes much more deeper into that. When we talk about Navaratra, it goes much more deeper. It also takes care of the body, it also takes care of the mind, but it takes care of the IQ, the intelligent quotient, it takes care of the spiritual quotient also. See, when Shukdev Goswami spoke Bhagavad to Parikshit Maharaj, how many people were assembled there? How many people? Any guesses? Any imagination? There are hundreds and thousands of people were assembled. Sages. When Sutta Goswami spoke to the sages of Naimisharanya, there were 88,000. That is specifically mentioned. Right? 88,000 sages. So we have developed so much technology for the comfort of the body, so that the sound reaches all these 50, 70 people sitting here. We have the sound system, the loudspeaker, the mic system. What kind of sound system was there when Sutta Goswami spoke to Naimisharanya, the 88,000 sages? How much developed the technology was that time? The sound was able to travel to reach all these 88,000 people assembled there. For 80 people assembled here, we have to ask, भैया पीछे सुन सकते हो कि नहीं? Are you able to hear in the back or not? So Western culture is only taking care of body and mind, but the spiritual culture, the Vedic culture, it takes care of all 4 aspects. So our food intake is also not just for the body. When we ask to cut down some food, when we ask to restrict some food types, It's not that because it is bad for your body, but it is because it's bad for your consciousness also. Right? When we say don't eat onion, don't eat garlic, it's not that it's not good for your body, but it's not good for your consciousness also. So Katha, that is the main purpose of doing Navaratra, to hear about the Supreme Lord. Because it takes care of all the four aspects. When somebody comes to Katha, it takes care of the body also, it takes care of the mind also, it takes care of the intellect also, it gives you the spiritual food also. How? We need some comfort for the body. So when somebody comes to Katha, for them also comfortable arrangement is made. There are chairs to sit comfortably. If somebody wants to sit on the floor, you can sit on the floor. You want to sit on the chair, you can sit on the chair. There are cushions also to put on the floor, so that you can be comfortable. So sit comfortably. There is arrangement for your bodily comfort. And then we have so much of air conditioning. In summer season there is air conditioning, so you don't feel too hot. In winter season there is heating system, you don't feel too cold. So it is taking care of your bodily comfort. And many times what happens, many people are here hearing Katha, sometimes people go to sleep also. Right? While listening they go to sleep also. No problem, you can sleep also. At least Katha is giving you bodily comfort. It's able to make you sleep. It's able to give you peace. Outside world, everybody is trying to take away your sleep. Right? Everybody is trying to make you sleepless. Your competitors, your partners, your family members, your social circle and your relatives, everybody is trying to take away your sleep, drive away your sleep. And if your mattress is not comfortable, 1 inch here and there, if your pillow is not comfortable, 1 inch here and there, you are not able to sleep. So if somebody comes here in Katha and you go to sleep also, that is also okay. At least it's giving you bodily comfort, bodily peace. That is also glory of Katha. It doesn't mean now everybody go to sleep. That's not what I'm saying. So if somebody goes to sleep, that's okay. But the people who are others sitting here, what is their responsibility? If you see somebody next to you sleeping, just touch them with your arm. Don't tell them, Prabhuji, Mataji, wake up. Why are you sleeping? Don't say, why are you sleeping? Because that person is never going to agree. He will start going to argue with you. Where am I sleeping? I am listening. I went into Samadhi. I am just closing my eyes and completely absorbed. So that person is not going to agree with you. So don't tell, just touch them with your arm, and if that person looks at you, tell, Prabhuji, by mistake I touched you. Please forgive me. So Katha gives you, the point I am making is Katha gives you bodily comfort also. And Katha satisfies the mental quotient also. It is appealing to the mind also. It solves your inquisitiveness. Katha is appealing to intellect quotient also. It satisfies your intellect also. And Katha, by default, it satisfies your spiritual quotient. It gives you the spiritual food. We need to give the food to the soul. What is the food for the soul? Right? That is Harinam, Harikatha. Food for the body is different, food for the soul is different. Don't mistake by that. Right? That, oh, I am giving nice nourishment to my body. You need to give nourishment to the soul also. The car and the driver have their different food. Driver need to eat his food. You cannot tell the driver, open your mouth and put the petrol pipe inside his mouth, okay, drink. And same way you cannot open the petrol tank and put samosa rasgulla inside that. Then okay, now car is going to run with that. Car has its food, driver has its food. Same way the body has its food, the soul has its food. And we need to give that nourishment to the soul. So Katha satisfies all the four aspects. And ultimately, what is the real purpose of observing this Navratra, this special occasion? When I am saying Navratra, actually I am talking about all the special occasions which are dear to the Lord, like the Ekadashi Vrat and other festival times. What is the real purpose of celebrating these occasions? How we should celebrate these occasions? Not just controlling the intake of food. We say Upavas. Upavas is not just food intake, it's staying, residing near to the Lord. Upavas. Vasa means to reside. Upa means to near. So come closer to the Lord that time. That is the real purpose of Upavas. So if any of your friend circle, they are doing Navratri Vrata, tell them what is the real Navratri Vrata. To hear the Katha of the Lord. And when we hear the Katha of the Lord, what does it gives us? See, Navratri means to do Upasana. A general, ordinary child is born because of Vasana. But Lord Ramachandra appears because of Upasana. Dashrath Maharaj, he did Upasana, he did Putra Kameshti Yagya, he did Upasana, and because of that Upasana, Lord Ramachandra appeared. So what do we want to do? We want to make appearance of Lord Ramachandra in our heart. And how is that possible? When we do Upasana. The purpose of these special days is to bring some light into your life. We say Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya. Get out of darkness and go towards the light. Not that come out of light and go to darkness. In this world, the current time and situation is people are going towards darkness. More and more deeper into darkness. We need to come out of darkness and go to the light. Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya. So bring some light into your life which can brighten up your life. And what that light is? Bringing some light in the form of some service. Bringing some light into your life by taking shelter of the devotees of the Guru. Bringing some light into your life by coming in association of devotees. And that small light, that small spark of light can brighten up your whole life. Once there was one person, he was traveling from the city to his village. After finishing his work, he used to work in some factory or something, and after finishing his work in the evening, now he's going to his village. And it became evening time, it's getting dark, and his village is 10 kilometers away, and he need to travel. One of his friends gave him a torchlight, a small flame light, mashal. Right? You will be able to cross this long path. It will be dark. But this person is sitting at one place completely filled with anxiety and so much of fear. How will I cross that long distance? It's so dark. And at that time one sadhu, one sage passed by. He looked at this person and asked him, what is your problem? Why are you so afraid? Why are you sitting here like this? He said, my village is 10 kilometers away. I need to travel that long distance and it is so dark. And the sage said, you have this torchlight and you can go to your place. He said, this torchlight, this light is only going 10 feet away. My distance, the distance I need to travel is 10 kilometers. How will I go that far? Sadhu said, even though this light is small, it is only 10 feet. But as you keep moving, that 10 feet will go further 10 feet. As you move, that 10 feet will go further 10 feet. And like that, you will be able to cross beyond the whole distance. So this small light can help you cross the dark distance of 10 kilometers and hundreds of kilometers. We just need that small light. The same way in our life also, we need to bring that little light into our life. Light in the form of taking shelter of the holy name, taking shelter of some service, taking shelter of the devotees. Our ultimate goal, what is the ultimate goal? We want to go out of this material world, go back to the spiritual world. But what generally people do, they get so busy in making adjustments within this world. We are trying to make our situations better in this world. We are trying to make our situations comfortable within this world. So we are trying to adjust the things. Just imagine, if you are in a dark room, say if this room becomes pitch dark, and you have to go out of this room, and as you going, there is some sofa is there on your path and you try to move that sofa away, and then you move forward, there is a bed there and you try to move that bed away, you move further, there is some other table chair, you try to move that away, and in that way you are trying to adjust the situation and trying to go out. But if somebody gives you a small lamp in your hand, And with that lamp, it fills little light into that room and your path is clear. You are able to see, oh, here there is sofa, oh, here there is a bed, oh, there is a table chair. But across that you can make your path out of that room if you have that little light. So will you try to adjust the things in the room and in that situation, or will you try to get out of that room? So same way, this world is completely filled with darkness, and our goal is to go out of this material world. We don't need to make the situations comfortable within this world. That, oh, first let me solve this problem, first let me solve this problem. When everything is settled, then I will think about bhakti. It's like somebody is standing at the shore of the ocean and you want to go take bath in the ocean. You ask him, what are you waiting for? Oh, I'm waiting for all the waves to settle down first. Is that going to happen? So no matter how long you keep standing, the waves will keep coming. It's never going to end. So same way in this material world, the situations are always like that. There will be always some disturbance. There will be always some or other problem. Dehik, devik, bhautik, all these problems will remain. We don't have to make the situation comfortable. All we want to do is just make our way out of this material world to attain the real goal of life. And what is the purpose of hearing Rath Katha? What is the purpose of hearing Rama Katha, hearing Hari Katha is to bring that little light into our life. This material world is considered as the ocean of misery, Bhav Sagar. तो कथा का जो फल है वो क्या है? भाव में डुबोकर इस भव सागर से पार कर देना, वही इस कथा का मधुर फल है. By drowning us into those emotions, into those excesses of emotion and help us cross beyond this material ocean, that is the sweet fruit, that is the result of hearing katha. So when we hear Hari Katha, how should we hear? Not by staying on the surface, as I explained in the beginning, but by getting drowned into the Hari Katha. If somebody just stays on the surface, it is satisfying your mental quotient only. It's not satisfying your spiritual quotient. So we need to get absorbed in that. So Valmiki ji composed Ramayan. Srimad Valmiki Ramayan. So for now, till now, we explained the word Ramayan only. So far we have only opened the cover page. We have not entered into Ramayan yet. So Valmiki Ramayan. Valmiki ji composed Ramayan, and who was Valmiki? There is another story which describes who was Valmiki. It is a description. Valmiki in his previous life was a dacoit named Ratnakar. And his occupation was to steal from people. Whoever is passing by, he will jump in front of them, show his knife, his sword, and tell them, give me everything. He was like a highway thief. He will steal from others, murder others, and that's how he was maintaining his life, Ratnakar. And once Naradji passed from that pathway, he passed. And as Naradji was passing, Valmiki or Ratnakar, who was hiding under the tree, he jumped in front of Narad Muni, showed his sword, give me everything, whatever you have. And Naradji said, I am Fakkad Baba, I am a sadhu, just traveling around, I have nothing. I don't even have a kurta. What to speak of a pocket inside kurta, I don't even have a kurta. So I don't have anything. And Ratnakar said, you must have something. You will have something at least. What are you hiding in your veena? Just show me. And Narad said, I don't have anything actually, but let me ask you this. Why are you doing this? You know how much sinful activity is this? You are stealing from others. You are killing others. How sinful is it? Why are you doing this? He said, I am doing this to maintain my family. नारद जी ने कहा ये पाप का धंधा है. उसने बोला नहीं, पाप का नहीं, ये मेरे बाप का धंधा है. My father taught me like this. This is how I maintain my livelihood. This is how I maintain my family. Okay, so you are maintaining your family. You think this is your occupation. You are doing for your wife, your children. You have to suffer so much of sinful reaction because of that. Do you understand that? Will your family member they will take the burden with you of this sinful reaction. Ratnakar said, I did not know. First of all, I did not know this is sinful. I have to suffer. And I don't know if they will take burden of that, they will take part in that. Narad said, why don't you go and ask them? Oh, this is your trick, you want to run away? Narad said, just tie me with this tree, I will stay here, you go and ask them. So Ratnakar went, asked his wife, you know how I bring this Kanjampuri sari for you, this fancy sari and then this gold necklaces and all for you. You know what is my occupation? He said, I don't care. This is your duty as a husband to take care of the family, to take care of the wife. So it doesn't matter to me what you do. He said, I came to know what I do is very sinful and I have to suffer the reaction. Will you take part in that? No way. Why should I suffer? This is your duty to maintain the family. So Ratnakar was very mortified, very distressed, went to his son. Beta, you know how I bring this iPad and laptop and all these things for you? How I pay for your MET and MESP and the college tuition and all that? How I make arrangement for all that? Hey, Papa, this is your duty. If you cannot take care, why did you give birth to us? And this is what kids will say. This is your duty to take care of your children. So Ratnakar was completely distressed now. Oh, I came to know this is so much of sinful and I have to suffer. He went to Narad. They told me they will not take part in that. What should I do now? And Narad said, this is the opportunity now to convert the thief into a sage. And Narad said, okay, do one thing. I will give you one mantra. You chant that mantra. It will remove all the sinful reaction. So chant with me. Say with me, Ram. Are you all able to say? Ram. Ratnakar was so simple, he could not even say Ram. So what to do? Narad Muni is thinking, if this person cannot even say Ram, what to do? Then he had an idea. Oh, this person is used to of hearing Mara. Whenever he jumps in front of somebody, that person says Mara. So okay, he told Ratnakar, you chant Mara, 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 Mara. So as he kept chanting Mara, 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 it started coming out as Ram. So Ratnakar kept chanting the holy name of Lord Ram for thousands of years. And he completely absorbed into the meditation. The ants made anthill on his body. His whole body was covered with the anthill. And that's how his name became Valmiki. Valmik is the anthill, the house of the ants. And because the ants covered up his body, ate up his body, and he became known by the name Valmiki. And actually, it describes that Valmiki, yes, that may be one pastime. Ratnakar named some thief, some rogue was there. But Valmiki in some Puranas is described as a son of Brahmaji. Right? Not necessarily that Ratnakar in the same lifetime he transformed into Valmiki. Like we hear the story of Narad Muni. Right? Narad Muni describes his own pastime, his own previous life story to Vyasadeva, that I was the son of a maid servant. I was born as a son of maid servant and my mother used to serve at the house, at the ashram of the Brahmanas. Once some Vedanti Brahmanas came there for Chaturmasya, they stayed there and I served them with my mother. I ate the remnants of their food. And I was so attached to them. And when they were leaving, I wanted to live with them. But because my mother was so attached, I stayed there. And when my mother passed away, she was dead by the biting of a snake. I got that opportunity to now travel freely. I kept chanting the name of the Lord. I was purified. And after I gave up the body, I assumed this new form as Narada. So Narada, yes, in previous line, maybe he was the son of the maid servant and all. Same way, here Valmiki, not necessarily that same lifetime he transformed. Because Purana say Valmiki is actually Maharishi Valmiki. He is also described as a son of Brahmaji. Yes, at some point he was like this and the holy name purified. That is the power of the holy name. And Valmiki is described as Valmiki is another name. Actually, when we sing Arati of Ramayan, there it describes the Valmiki is Valmiki Vijnana Visharad. Valmiki ji composed this Mahakavya. right? Great literature. But he is also Vaigyanik, Vijnana Visharad. So he is a Kavi also, he is Vaigyanik also. He is a poet also and he is a scientist also. What a wonderful combination. Have you seen anybody in this world who is a very wonderful poet and a scientist? Can a scientist be a poet? Because the scientists, they work with their mind, they work with their brain, not with emotion, not with their heart. And poet works based on heart. He pours out the emotions of the heart. But Valmiki is described as Valmiki Vijnana Visharada. So Valmiki composed this Ramayana, Ramayana Mahakavyam. It's a beautiful kavya, poem. But what is this poem? This establishes, this poem is so wonderful, it can purify our heart. There are so many other poems, there are so many other literature. Hearing Katha is not just listening to some literature. See, when we are hearing Ramayana, it's not that, okay, Ramayana is a great literature and we are hearing that. Actually, it's not about hearing literature, otherwise there are many other literatures also. Just listening to any literature, reading any literature cannot be described as Katha. Katha एक चीज है, कहानी एक चीज है. The kahani, what we say kahani, it may be some imitation or some mythology also, but our scriptures are not mythology. The kahani may be imagination. दादा दादी सुनाते हैं कहानी, bedtime stories, but that kahani and katha, there's a difference. Any literature, hearing any literature is not katha. Kalidas also wrote many literature. And Shakespeare wrote a wonderful literature. Julius Caesar. So there are so many literature, but just hearing those literature cannot be classified as hearing katha. We are hearing this wonderful kavya, Ramayana Mahakavyam, because this kavya, the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, they are so powerful that they can purify our heart when we hear, when we absorb in those pastimes. So Valmiki ji composed Ramayana, and now as we move forward, we are going to understand the deeper meaning, how Valmiki ji really composes Ramayana. What inspired Valmiki ji to compose Ramayana? So that we will discuss in the next session. So today we will stop here. Srimad Ramayana ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. So thank you very much. The Arati is going to start in 4 minutes. If anybody has any quick question, and for the next 2 minutes I can take one question if somebody has any question, or otherwise we'll have Kirtan and Arati is going to start.
So Kalidasa's Raghumsha is not just a katha, so it could be...
Yes, that is mean. I am talking about, he wrote many things. Not everything can be considered as katha, right?
Yes.
Because there are many points. Not every point is katha. So thank you very much. My humble request to all of you, please absorb in this Rama Katha. Please try to come every Saturday and give me the opportunity to serve you all, because we can relish Rama Katha only in the association of devotees. And as I said, even though there are 5 people sitting or 50 people sitting, it really does not matter. My purpose of speaking Rama Katha is for my own purification. I am utilizing this opportunity to be able to purify myself, to glorify Lord Ramachandra. So once again, thank you very much.
Thank you for bringing out such good points. Thank you for
Very
sharing
good.
this.
Thank you.